Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Fresto here, and today we are back with another episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Progression Series. In the previous episode, which was Extreme Force, we won with the Luna Lights at our side and Triple Burst Dragon. There just wasn't much he could do when he was not prepared for it, for a OTK combo strategy rather than a going second or going first control strategy. Something I feel like he will be much more prepared for this week, so who knows what we'll do. That being said, we are this week introducing Flames of Destruction. Flames of Destruction, released back in 2018, was after another insane power set when it came to the VRAINS era. Introducing the Nightmare cards that are still seen play today, two. I know Mermaid and Goblin are banned. I don't remember if any of the other ones are. So, we got the Nightmares. Finishing off the FA support that we get, including the infamous Dawn Dragster. Element Sabers are introduced in this set, though they're not very influential. We got the Link 4 Goki, or the first Link 4 Goki. Like I said, Nightmares, Cerberus, and Phoenix are at Super. Goblin is at Ultra. Mermaid is at Rare, and I believe Unicorn and Griffin are both at Secret. Infinite Impermanence is in this set at Secret Rare. World Legacy Succession is a monster reborn if you have a link arrow pointing to your side of the field. Altergeist Multifaker is the bread and butter of the Altergeist deck that I don't think either of us will be playing. And when it comes to the commons, another very influential set, you can see it right here. It is Called by the Grave. Comes in this set at common. So yeah. A lot of really great stuff coming out this week. And I guess, well, we're just going to have to awaken the dragon. We're just going to have to see what we pull. Hope we pull well. Alright. Alrighty then. 24 packs, Flames of Destruction, starting now. I said now. There we go. Alright, first pack, and we are not starting off strong. There's a first copy of Sekka's Light. Apparently, it's super good. It depends on the deck. I guess I don't know enough about this era to understand why it would possibly be good. Linkbound and Overheat, FA Overheat, not bad. We are looking for Dawn Dragster, maybe a copy of Dark Dragster. Not much to talk about in that set, in that pack. And our first ultra rare, and we grab the World Legacy Succession. And I believe that is our first copy of Cult by the Grave. Alright, very nice. And there is busted pack, because boom, we got first copy of Dawn Dragster. We should only need one, but having multiple would be nice. And first copy of Nightmare Phoenix. Nothing to rave about in this pack. And a secret rare in Nightmare Corruptor Ibli. I honestly don't know what that card is used for. Let me read it. I mean, it's a nightmare, so you can get it off of Mermaid. When this card is normal summoned, you can target one link monster in your graveyard. Special summon it to your field so that it points to this card, but change its attack to 0. Also negate its effects. You cannot special summon monsters that have link monsters if this card is in it. If this card in its owner's control is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card to your opponent's field in defense position. You can only use this effect of Nightmare Corruptor Ibli once per turn. This actually seems pretty good, and I feel like it probably got played a lot. I just don't know in what. An ultra rare in network trap hole. What does this trap hole even do? When your opponent special summons a monster from the main deck or graveyard, banish it face down. Oh, it has to be special summon from the deck or graveyard. Could be a nice side deck inclusion. And there is a copy of Nightmare Cerberus. Fantastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. And, oh, nothing to write home about in this pack, except maybe Space Insulator. He might be useful as just a generic ultra rare. And Trickstar Bella Madonna. We're not playing Trickstars. That means absolutely nothing to us. FA winners. Okay. More than halfway through. Another copy of Nightmare Cerberus. Cannot complain. Have yet to see the Nightmare Mermaid. Nightmare Mermaid is essential if you want to do the... Well, I guess maybe not essential, but if you want to splash the Orcust package. And another ultra rare, an Element Saber, Malehu, the dark one, Dark Element Saber. And our super in a copy of Red Reboot, a card I forgot to mention in the breakdown of this set, but is incredibly good. Not a lot of packs left to get the cards that we want. And this is a pack containing none of them. I think I've only seen one copy of Called by the Grave. Which, I mean, it gets limited eventually, but it would be really nice to have it all, you know, multiple copies of it. There is another copy of Goki the Master. Not another, the first copy of Goki the Master Ogre. Last 4 packs. A secret rare Nightmare Unicorn. Oh boy. Okay. Last 2 packs. Another copy of Nightmare Phoenix. That makes 2 copies of both Phoenix and Cerberus. And then a copy of Unicorn, but no other Nightmares. It doesn't look like that's changing anytime soon. Alright, final pack of Destiny in the common slot. I'm hoping to see, you know, Called by the Grave? No? No call? Okay. We have one. I know we have one. It's a matter of, do we have any others? And in the rare, we've got World Legacy, World Lance. No Nightmare Mermaid. That is unfortunate. Unless I missed it. But I don't think I did. I was paying pretty close attention to this slot the whole time. And another copy of Linkbound for our super rare. Alright. Lots of mixed feelings about this set. That's one copy of Called by the Grave, and I'm not seeing another. So unless I'm blind, it looks like we only have the one copy. 2 copies! I was blind. We got 2 copies. Okay. Phoenix, Unicorn, Cerberus, great. No Mermaid. No Goblin. Mermaid was the more needed one. Without it, I'm not sure what kind of Orcust package we're looking at, but I guess we'll find out. That being said, we do have a copy of FA Dawn Dragster, so let's hop into some deck building. I'm gonna hop into some deck building, and I will see you all back here for the deck profile. Okay, we got save to draft, move over, deck constructor, refresh these pages. Okay, let's see what worked, what didn't work last week. What didn't work, you should not have been there. I don't think you want to be there either. We can take you out, and you out. You might be useful still. if this is the route we want to go, I just want to Nightmare. Just updated it a little bit. Have green reboot? Hold on, is that a car? Okay. So we do have you, and I think spell and trap removal is more important. Okay, let me just save this. Green. Let me just type in reboot. Reboot. There's reboot and there's red reboot. I do not see a green reboot. Oh, fan made card. His idea of his. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense. What do we have for called by the grave? Oh, right. I need to fix this. I had to pre-side because of the disconnect issues that we had last episode. Called by the Grave, we have 2 copies of. I think. Actually, Cosmic Compass would seem really good. Let's. Called by the Grave. I can drop you and you. Move you. And you, because he did say he might be changing it up this episode. So we don't need as much hate for so we might need not as much hate for back row or Dynamist specifically. Red reboot. Red reboot. Red reboot. When your opponent activates a trap card, negate the activation, and if you do, set that card face down. Then they can set one other trap directly from their deck for the rest of this turn. After this card resolves, your opponent cannot activate trap cards. You can activate this card from your hand by paying half your life points. Reboot. Reboot. Reboot is better than Jinzo. It's a counter trap, so the only thing that can respond to it is a counter trap. Jinzo, while shuts down traps for as long as he's on the field, he's not that difficult to get rid of. He's got no kind of protection. His only effect is that your opponent cannot activate traps. Do you know how much spell removal spell and monster-based removal is in Yu-Gi-Oh nowadays? There is a reason Jinzo Turbo is not viable in any shape of the word, even against Altergeist. That being said, this is what I'm looking at for possible Lunalight. If we decide to go Lunalight again. But I want to try FA. A red reboot. Called by the Grave. F-A. Let's see this. F-A. Here, let me get these guys out. No. Let's see. Auto Navigator 3. Circuit Grand Prix. City Grand Prix. Do not have a single copy of Dark Dragster. That's unfortunate. But with Spell Canceller. That's interesting. We've got 1 copy of Dawn Dragster. 1 copy of Dead in Heat. Spell Canceller? Let's find out. I have exactly one copy of Spell Canceller. Okay. Dead Heat. Down Force. Hang on Mock. Motorhome Transport. Off-Road Grand Prix. Overheat. Pit Stop. Shining Star G. I don't think he's out yet. Sonic Meister. Test Run. Turbocharger. That's the... I think that's the one you don't typically run, but we'll put it in there. Whip Crosser. And Whiners. Okay. Let's see, what do we have here? Let me just read all of these cards. Okay, Auto Navigator. It's a tuner. If this card is in your hand or graveyard, you control one FA monster you control whose current level is higher than its original level. Special summon this card, and if you do, reduce that target's level by the difference between its current and original level. So basically, make its level its original level. That I understand that is what they did. We have not decided if that's what we'll do. If we will immediately ban Mystic Mine. Odds on we will, but that is not something that we have decided yet. And if you do that, this card's level becomes equal to the amount reduced. Okay. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add one FA field spell from your deck to your hand. You can only use each effective FA in Auto Navigator once per turn. Well, I mean, I think that's the only tuner in the deck, so it has to be here. Hang on Mock. Gains attack equal to its level times 300. Unaffected by activated effects from an opponent's monster whose original level / rank is lower than this card's level. Each time an FA spell, trap card, or effect is activated, you can increase this card's level by 1. If this card is level 7 or higher, any card sent to your opponent's graveyard is banished instead. Sonic Meister gains attack equal to its level times 300, cannot be destroyed by battle with an opponent's monster whose original level / rank is lower than this card's level. Each time an FA spell / trap card is activated, you can increase this card's level by 1. If this card is level 7 or higher, it can make up to 2 attacks during each battle phase. Turbocharger. This card gains attacking your opponent's monsters whose original is lower than this card's level cannot target monsters for attack except this card. Except this one. Your opponent cannot target monsters except this one with effects of monsters whose original rank / level is lower than this card's level. Each time an FA spell trap card is activated, you can increase this card's level by 1. If your FA monster battles while you control this level 7 or higher card, your opponent's monster cannot activate their effects until the end of the damage step. Okay. Whip Crosser. This card gains attack equal to its level times 300. Your opponent must pay 300 life points to activate the effect of a monster whose original level / rank is lower than this card's level / rank. Each time it if this card is level 7 or higher, your opponent cannot discard or send cards from the hand to the graveyard to activate a card effect. Off-topic question. What do you think is the worst aspect of the game? Missing the timing, the resource management, the importance of a colon, etc. Missing the timing. Missing the timing is, or quote-unquote missing the timing because technically it's missing the activation window, is the single stupidest thing I have ever heard. It is probably the single most frustrating part of this game that causes new players to give it up sooner than they give it a chance. Alright. Grand Prix. Increase the levels of all FA monsters on the field by 2 during the battle phase only. Once per turn, when an FA monster destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can draw 1 card. If this face-up card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, you can add 1 FA card from your deck to your hand except FA Circuit Grand Prix. You can only use this effect of FA Circuit Grand Prix once per turn. Other problem. Too fast ever since Edison form. I mean, I can understand that, but I can also understand why you don't want 20 upwards of 30 turn games, because that makes tournaments, large tournaments like YCS's, go on for multiple days. I mean, they already go on for like 2 days. We don't need ones that last weeks because if we slowed down the game, we would need to increase time in round. Because if we didn't increase time in round but slowed down the game, people would not be able to get through game 1 before time in round was called. I would replace at least 2 negates with at least 2 interruptions. I don't think the board has to have negates, as long as there's some sort of interaction that you can do with your opponent. Use the effective FA Grand Prix. Chain blocking, yes. I would not say just as contrived as timing, but I do think it is frustrating and complicated. Link 1s. Look, there are definitely some Link 1s that are stupid and overpowered and should not be in the game. There are other Link 1s that don't do much, that serve as... There are Link 1s that are not too powerful and Link 1s that are far too powerful to be Link 1. Levels of all FA monsters on the field by 2 during and battle phase. Opponent cannot target FA monster you control card effects. If this face-up card on the field is destroyed by a card effect, you can add an FA card back to your hand. Downforce. Put 1 FA monster you control increases level 2 until the end of its turn during the phase. That one's fair. Opponent field is destroyed by a card effect, you can add 1 FA card from your deck to your hand. Stop. Target 1 FA monster you control, reduce its level by 2, and if you do, draw cards equal to the number of FA pit stop. your graveyard plus. That one is also very confusing. It should be like summoning. To me, it should be summoning is summoning. If a card would negate a summon, I don't care if you the player are summoning a card or you the player are activating an effect that summons a card. If it negates a summon, it should negate the summon. Yes. Yu-Gi-Oh card effects are so convoluted. What do you mean? Can Ash Blossom not negate Meltdown? I assume we're talking about Magical Meltdown when it searches Alistair. Let me see that. Let me see this. Magical Meltdown. This card is activated. You can add one Alistair the Invoke from your deck to your hand. The activation of your cards and effects that include the effect that summon and fusion summon cannot be negated. Also, your opponent's cards and effects cannot activate when a monster's fusion summon. This way, you can only activate Ash Blossom. Add a card from the deck to the hand. What? Get that effect. Magical. Activation of cards effects that include the effect fusion summons. Fusion monster not negated. Cdog. Okay, let me. Okay. Draw cards equal to the number of FA pit stop in your graveyard plus 1. During your main phase, except the turn this card sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then turn one FA monster in your graveyard, special summon it, only use its effect of FA pit stop per turn. Okay, test run. Target one FA monster you control, changes its battle position, then destroy one card on the field. During your main phase, except the turn this card was sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one face up card you control, destroy it, and if you do, special summon one FA monster from your deck. You can only use each effective FA test run once per turn. Okay, hold on. Target one FA monster you control, change its battle position, then destroy one card on the field. During your main phase, except the turn this card is sent to the graveyard, you can banish this card from your graveyard, then target one face-up card you control, destroy it. If you do, special summon one FA monster from your deck. You can only use this effective FA test run once per turn. Okay. Winners. You control a FA monster. This card cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. When your FA monster whose level is at least 5 or higher than its original level. Battles an opponent's monster and inflicts battle damage to them. You can banish one card from your hand. Banish one card from your hand, field, or graveyard. You can only activate this effective FA once per turn. If 3 of your FA field spells with different names are currently banished, and were all banished by the effective FA winners, you win the duel. Hold on. If you control an FA monster, this card cannot be destroyed, but an FA monster whose level is at least 5 or higher than its original level battles an opponent's monster and inflicts battle damage to them, you can banish one card from your hand, or field, or graveyard. Monsters face down. Some things monster forgets. Some things it still remembers. What does it remember? I have no idea. Yeah, that is confusing. I think we're gonna drop winners. It's an alternate win condition. It would be funny as hell, but getting an FA monster whose level is at least would require any of these guys to be at least level 9. This person to be or Auto Navigator to be at least level 6. It's just not something I think is probable, and we'll probably get rid of you. Dead Heat. When an opponent's monster declares a direct attack, you can special summon one FA monster from your deck. You can only use this effect of FA Dead Heat once. When an opponent's monster declares a direct attack, you can special summon one FA monster from your deck. You can only use this effect of FA Dead Heat once per turn. Once per battle, if your FA monster battles an opponent's monster before damage calculation, you can have both players roll a 6-sided die. If your result is higher, increase the level of your battling monster by 4 until the end of this turn, even if this card leaves the field. If your result is lower, destroy your battling monster, tie both players with it. Staples for spells that sharp removal are considered useless. Okay. I want to see Gage's list. So we're gonna go over to Simo's channel. I do still have desktop audio muted, that's good. Progression. Go all the way down. Flames of Destruction. That's sitting in there. They are all machines. Okay. So this was Gage's list. He did have Gofu. What used to be a killer is now side deck option at best. Why? Because again, traps are slow. Oh, you're not making me lose connection again. Again? God damn it. Deck Constructor. God damn it. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. 1. Let me read these again. Only your opponent controls monsters, special summon one. The monster hand. If you do, increase its level by 3 at the end of this turn. This card is in your graveyard, and you control no cards in field zone. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Activate one FA field spell directly from your hand or graveyard. You can only use this effect of FA over I do believe we have a Gofu. Should have Gofu. Gofu. Yes. Cock-a-doodle-doo. Doodle. Does not appear I have this card. Destrudo. I know I have a simple copy of Destrudo. Destrudo. Mailer. He's running in the main deck. Dark Dressed, Glow Up Bulb. I don't think I have Glow Up Bulb. Tempest, Dark Worm. Dark Worm's not really useful unless. Dark. Tech. What? VAWR? I don't know what that means. I apologize. Didn't run any of the traps. Which is fine. That might just be because it's so slow. I don't have Glow Up Bulb. Nope. Glow Up Bulb, no. 1-for-1. Maybe this deck isn't viable. He also has Dragon Ravine. Yeah. No Dragon. Because it wasn't ever supposed to get this out of hand. It's never what they intended for the game. No, I think that pretty much covers it. Yeah, I had a feeling. Yeah, I'm not sure this one's gonna turn out well. I feel like I just need more time to lab the deck. I have no idea. There's no idea. Biggest, most powerful Unga Bunga in the game. Define Unga Bunga. Unga Bunga, as far as I'm aware, just means big man hit hard. Well, damn. None of these search. I guess the best thing to do here would be to search this, activate this, grab this, send this to grave, activate this, pay 1,000, draw a card. And none of these search? Okay, yeah, no. FA, not happening. It's not happening. This deck we can lab. Eagles has bunch of negates, very well protected, high attack. Bunch of negates, very well protected, high attack. That's a very good question. Very high attack is just OP in general. That is a very good question. If I had to say, I would think biggest, most powerful Unga Bunga in the game, I would say probably Dragoon. It only has the one negate per turn, but it can pop two things. It can't be. I think it's not affected by card effects. We're talking what monster with has multiple negates. What is the herald that Drytron ends on? Because doesn't that get just like infinite negates as long as you have fairies that you can discard from hand? So it can't be targeted or be destroyed. It is affected, but seldom. Seldom cards that actually, allow that. Do we just run back the... Let me take you out. Another DD Crow. And then throw in red. I mean, I thought, do they still end on Herald of Ultimateness? I wanted to say Herald of Ultimateness, but I can't remember if that's what they end on anymore. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I still have to say Dragoon. The engine is a little bricky, but Dragoon itself is insane. Just insane. DPE nowadays is... Yeah. I mean... he's a once per turn negate with a high attack. Yes, he has been played very much, and yes, he is very powerful. I am not under Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. Once per turn pop. If you try to take him out, he can just pop himself and then come back the next turn, so it's practically impossible to get rid of him unless you then follow up with a DD Crow to banish him from grave. DD Crow are called by the grave. So you have to bait out his destruction effect to get him in, using himself to get him in grave, to then DD Crow to banish him, hoping your opponent has no way to protect against that. There's a reason everybody stopped playing Dragoon and started playing Destroy Phoenix Enforcer, because he also enables a Pot of Greed in Celestial's effect. Yeah, and that's why Kaijus are very much often seen to play... Actually, they don't see play that often. Outside of... Granmachu? I want to see more of you, so let's cut. We can cut. Let's cut the Cosmic Compasses, and we can put you in. this would be like a side decking card. Yeah. They're the, in my opinion, the budget players' go-to side deck card, because they are very powerful. They can deal with the Unga Bungas, and they're cheap. Because a lot of them come in at, I mean, they all come in at rare, because that was what they were initially printed as. Shun Dance. He's a dirty cheater? Are you talking about when he played 2 Destrudo despite the fact that he didn't have any? He didn't own the card? Or is this something that happened last episode? Oh no, yeah. We talked about that. And it's the same thing that happened when he played 2 Blaster the week Blaster got banned, or in our case limited. It didn't come up. He did not use Destrudo a single time in that set, in that match. So we don't really care. He's not playing it anymore. No, I don't want a 3rd copy of you. Okay, we'll put the compasses back in Cosmic. Compasses. I don't know. Goganeth? It's either Goganeth or Graganith. Wait, no, hold on. Graganith. No, yeah, Graganith or Goganeth. I'm not sure there is an official pronunciation, unless he was ever summoned in like the anime. Okay. I think we just run it back with the Lunalights. They worked very well for us last week. He might be, ready to... Graganith. I'm gonna drop you for another Underclock Taker, because I see that coming up under more often than... Okay. Boom. Updated deck. Pronunciations, whatever. They don't affect how you play the game. I'm not going to worry about them. All right. We can just, I guess, call it there. I'm going to do what's it called? What's a deck profile? And then I guess I'll call it there. So, all right, here we are back for the deck profile, and as you can see, we are still on Lunalights. I do want to try to build FAs, but I don't feel comfortable doing that in a night. I'm gonna need to spend some more time on it, which means it might not even happen next week, because I've got finals coming up this week, or had finals this past week. Time is weird. Too much emphasis. Alright, so here we go. It's very similar to how it was last week. Some differences for the fact that based on its performance last week, I'm not sure he'll still be on Dynamists. But we got the one Destrudo, we've got the two Black Sheep, the one Blue Cat, the three Crimson Fox, the three Collided Chick, the three Purple Butterfly, the three Tiger, the two White Rabbit, the three Wolf, the two Dark Worm, and the one Gate Zero. For the spell cards, we have two Called by the Grave. We pulled two, so we're playing two. The double Tenki, we have two, so we're playing two. The one Fusion Substitute, the three Lunalight Perfume, the one Polymerization, the one Pot of Avarice, the double Twin Twisters, three Reincarnation Dance. I bumped this up to 3 because it was really good last week and I want to have it. I want to see it. And the one Unending Nightmare for more spell and trap removal. In the side deck, we've got the two Cosmic Compass, the two DD Crow, the one Effect Failure, the two Godarla, the two Gamma Seal, the one Jikiru, the one Anti-Spell Fragrance, the one Dimensional Barrier, the one Imperial Order, the one Karma Cut, and the one Red Reboot. Anti-Spell, Dimensional Barrier, and Imperial Order if he is still on Dynamists, and Red Reboot if he's on a more trap-heavy, focused deck. For the extra deck, we've got the one Lunalight Cat Dancer, the one Black Rose Dragon, and the one Samurai Destroyer, the one Baguska, the one Javelin, the one Tornado Dragon, the one Electromite, one copy of Cerberus. Actually, no. That's not how I want it. We'll just do Cerberus. We pull 2, and we'll throw him back in. There he is. Okay. Cat Dancer. The one Starving Venom. Double Cerberus. Double Phoenix. One Night Unicorn, the one Triple Burst, and the one Underclock Taker. That is it for the deck profile, and I will see you all back here for the duel. Alright. Alright. That is where we are going to wrap up today's stream. Again, I alluded to during the deck profile portion, I've got finals this week, so I will not be streaming. I'll be done with finals and should be able to start streaming again next week. So yeah, I guess the next time you'll be seeing me is in the next episode. So, thank you all for watching. I'm going to ask you to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you feel like it. Of course, you don't have to, but it would be greatly appreciated. And until next time, this is Fresto, signing out.